Shalom. I would like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Hey, I just got a few videos, to play. This first one, I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's about a 5-minute video, but, what I want is in the, around the first minute. And then we got some other short videos, but just showing that Nero is that cruel Lord, and he's gonna bring down the hammer on you, Jake. And this devil is no longer, speaking as a lamb, but as a dragon. And you're soon going to find out that these aren't just, threats and, hot air. These are gonna come to action. These words. So let's just get right into it. This is the first one.
Well, I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay? We're going to kill them. They're going to be like dead. Okay?
Well, yes, sir. Likewise, generally you don't see fishing in submarines either, sir. So the U.S. military, as I mentioned, nobody better in the world at mapping networks, identifying who's connected to who, inside terrorist organizations. It's just the media is used to hearing that when it pertains to Afghanistan and Iraq and ISIS and Al-Qaeda. But if you reframe how you understand the world in our own hemisphere, that's exactly what these foreign terrorist organizations are. And so we will track them, we will map them, we will network them, and we will hunt them and kill them because they're trying to and they are killing and poisoning the American people. And inside that, we have all the license necessary, all the authorities necessary to take these kinetic strikes, and we'll continue to take them.
On the drug boat, sir, has there been any discussion about capturing one so that you...
So, you're hearing it there. They're speaking everything that they want to do. They're the authority of the world, which is true. Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked are in rulership right now. And what he's saying is, they're poisoning American citizens, they're doing this and that. But Babylon, America, has been the one that's been poisoning the world. Esau, Edom at the head of that rulership. This has been that golden cup that's making the world drunk. This is where the place where everybody goes to make merchandise, or to sell their merchandise, I should say. This is the place where everybody is drawn to. And this devil has constantly been at war since his beginnings. And just look at him, or just hearing them say, these hypocritical statements, it should irritate you. It should bother you. But I'm going to go to the next video. This is another one. It's called Trump vows to make cities safe across the U.S. We'll use National Guard, whether people like it or not. So,
Our people in the service, and people don't care. If we send in our military, if we send in our National Guard, if we send in Space Command, they don't care who the hell it is. They just want to be safe. And we have safe cities now. We're starting in Memphis. And Memphis was a disaster. It's been there. They've been there for 2 weeks, and it's a whole different story. Crime is less than half, and within a month it'll be gone. Getting rid of all the bad ones. And we're going to go into Chicago. We're going to go into our cities. We're going to clean them out. We're going to straighten them out. And we're going to have safe cities because you want to protect safe cities. We're going to have beautiful, safe cities, and it's happening very quickly and very easily, actually. It's easy for us. It's hard for them. And we have to have a little more help. It doesn't matter, really. We can do as we want to do, but it would be nice to have more help from some of the Democrat governors that don't mind. In Chicago, 2 weeks ago, 4 people murdered, 11 people shot. This weekend, it was like terrible, much worse than that. And then we have a governor that stands up and says, oh, it's wonderful. It's not wonderful. And what we're doing is we're going to make it totally safe. It'll be very safe very soon. And we're doing that with all of our cities that are troubled. We have cities that are troubled. We can't have cities that are troubled. And we're sending in our National Guard. And if we need more than the National Guard, we'll send more than the National Guard, because we're going to have safe cities. We're not going to have people killed in our cities. And whether people like that or not, that's what we're doing. And you've been watching.
And then it cuts off, but I'm going to play this other one where it continues. But the theme they're saying is we're going to use brute force, brute force. And we're going to make everything safe.
Through strength, shipmates,
The hell?
fellow Japan.
Slack it. We're going to make this safe through brute force. It reminds me of that scripture, was that Wisdom of Solomon? I think it's the... Shoot, Lord willing, I remember I can grab it. But it's like, let our strength be the law. Roughly paraphrasing.
Troubled. And we're sending in our National Guard. And if we need more than the National Guard, we'll send more than the National Guard, because we're going to have safe cities. We're not going to have people killed in our cities. And whether people like that or not, that's what we're doing. And you've been watching what our missiles do to boats and ships and submarines. How about the submarine? They said, no, that was just fishing. The radical left Democrats said, well, it was a submarine, but they were just fishing. Submarines don't go fishing, do they? You know more about submarines than I do.
So, let me see if I can play that one more time, because I think something got cut off. No, I played all of it. Saki. So that was the rest of what got cut off. They cut that video a little early because they're talking about sending troops, not just the National Guard, whatever they need. It don't matter. They don't care. We're going to send whatever we need, or whatever they need. I'm not we. I'm in the part that, wants to get, that this devil wants to send to the, into the dirt. Because he said people, but referring to you, Jake, you are not people to these devils. You are criminals. You are dehumanized. And all the videos that I've seen of them, drone striking, maybe I missed one or a few, like I don't watch it every day, but the ones I've seen have been boats. They're talking about submarines, but they're hitting boats. They're hitting, whatever. They just make up stuff. What's that saying? They had a few sayings I remember, hearing from older Edomites, kill them all, let God sort them out. And, what's the other one? Shoot first, ask questions later. This devil's MO. They're going to kill you and make something up. Whatever it is. Oh, that was a terrorist. Oh, that was a drug dealer. Oh, that was, whatever. Because they have a perpetual hatred. But now to get into the scriptures, Slacky, it took so long. This is Revelation 13 and verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And this is America, Babylon the Great. Coming up out of the earth. You can read about it in Daniel 7. That little horn coming up out of the three horns that were plucked up, which represents Spain, France, and England. The three, powers that colonized, this place. And America, that little horn, who was more stout than his fellows, more proud than his fellows, rising up. So this is what you're seeing. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Those two horns represent the two-party system, the government here. Like he said, the radical left Democrat, and the far right, the right and the left, the Democrats and Republicans, which goes back to ancient Greece, to the plebeians and patricians. So everything that Esau Edom is doing in these days, it's all going back to an older time. He's not coming up with anything new. But at this same time, those two horns are a part of the same beast. The left, the right, the Democrats, the Republicans, they're a part of that same beast. They are not for you. No matter how docile and how gently and whatever they come at you. Oh, we're going to do this and we're going to help you. We're here for you. We're here. No, they're a part of that same beast. And in Daniel 7, it also says that this beast would wear out the saints, which are the Israelites. So continuing on, and he spake as a dragon. You know, if you referring back to Draco, a lawgiver that had his laws were so harsh that everything to the basically any criminal act, anything deemed criminal would be a death sentence. It could be anything. Oh, you spat on a sidewalk, death. You know, anything as ridiculous as it sounds. Oh, you jaywalked, death. Oh, you're deemed a criminal. Whatever it may be, death. And this is that spirit coming out. This devil is now speaking as a dragon. Oh, those were fishermen? No, they aren't. Death. Oh, those are criminals over there. All of them. All in Memphis, Chicago. All of them. Criminals. Let's just send the National Guard, the troops, everyone. We're going to get these criminals off the street. We're going to make it safe for people. And I'm going to jump down. It's a verse. I'm just going to jump down to verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. So even back to Hiroshima, Nagasaki, the atom bombs, but also the strikes that were in Kosovo back in the 90s, how they televised that. And then now what you're seeing, you know, this devil going around blowing up so-called drug boats, so-called drug submarines, whatever. You're seeing that it's all being televised. So you can see that this devil is able to rain down fire from heaven. And you think he's not going to do that to you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that are dwelling in these cities? You think this devil ain't going to, you think you got a switch or whatever the fuck you got, that he ain't going to send a predator drone or whatever the fuck that is, you know, miles in the sky that you can't see just right off the bat and drone strike you from miles away without you even knowing? You think this devil won't do that? And I'm going to jump down again. Where is it? Verse 7. That's a good one. This is a very beautiful chapter because this is referring to these times now. This is a very heavy chapter. Verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. This devil was given a great sword. Revelation 6 talks about he was given the he was given the power to take peace from the earth. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. This devil is declaring war. Like you said, we're not going to declare war. We're just going to kill him. Who do you think he's talking about? And to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. So he's been given the earth. Like I said, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. I'm just looking for that. Here it is, verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Because look at his military might. He's going to war with all these different countries, all these different peoples making up reasons to go to war with them. Oh, they're putting drugs in our country. They're doing this and that. Meanwhile, you really just want their resources. Well, Jake, this is a problem that you created. You created rap music and hip hop and this and that. You promoted that. You put out that. You promoted whoredom amongst Jake. And Jake ate it up. You put food deserts. You created this problem, and now you come in with the solution. But anyway, before I go, too far off into this is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4, and the Egyptians. Now this is spiritual Egypt and spiritual Sodom. This is the land of our captivity. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. And Nero is that cruel Lord. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts. So he is that fierce king, he's that cruel Lord. And you've seen this. And this is who Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has raised up. And Lord willing, he brings that see him. Lord willing, he brings Revelation 13:16. Because everything is lined up. And as crazy as that might sound to somebody on the outside, no, this devil has a short time. The more that he gets done, that MOTB, that's it. Looking for prophecies, looking out for prophecies, that MOTB, that is the major prophecy. Once this happens, that's it. It's done. It's over. The time, we're looking for the kingdom after that. Yeah, you got to go through Jacob's trouble. Yeah, there's going to be World War III. But guess what? All that's going to happen around the same time. And then what you have to look forward to, the kingdom, eternity. It's beautiful. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. And this is to the Israelites. This devil is burning. He's itching to get at you, Jakes. And it said, like I read in Revelation 13, he was given, or he was able to make war against the saints. And you see this devil is hyping himself up. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It don't matter. Whatever. It's really beautiful. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. So some of you are going to get thrown into camps. Some of you are going to be killed. Some of you are going to die by the famine. Hey, there's an assortment of ways to die, but this multitude, this wrath, coming from Esau, Edom, that's what's coming. And they're going to throw you in them camps, them concentration camps, or them detention centers, whatever they want to call them. And hey, they're gonna make you take that chip, or they're gonna coerce you to. And if you take that chip, that's over for you. This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. No, I'm gonna start at verse 2. Ezekiel 35 and verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. Now, Mount Seir is referring to Esau, Edom. That's it. I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. So this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. And it's not referring to the Mount Seir that's in, Petra or modern day, what do you call it? I believe it's in Jordan today. No, it's referring to here, Babylon the Great, America. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. So this place is going to be completely destroyed. Perpetual destruction. Nobody's going to dwell here ever again after this destruction comes. And that's because of your hatred. So let me grab this real quick. I think it's Genesis 30. All right. Genesis 36 and verse 8. Thus Esau, the progenitor of the Edomites, the so-called white man, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So breaking it down for you completely in one sentence. And also, just as the last one, I'll close out after this. And this devil, said in one of the videos that I played that, hey, they're poisoning Americans, but America, Babylon the Great, is the main source of the poison that's going out, poisoning the world. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's hand. Now, Babylon, this isn't referring to ancient Babylon. This is referring to modern day Babylon that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. So whether it be through capitalism, feminism, democracy, whatever it is, through the drugs, through what they show through their media, through the way that's portrayed of life here, the earth has been made mad, gone crazy. All the earth is out of course. All the people have gone crazy following the wine, the different philosophies that come out of this place of Babylon. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. And that's sarcasm. Babylon is not going to be healed. This place is going to be destroyed. And this is also not referring to the ancient Babylon, because people are still dwelling there. People still live there. That's Iraq. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to read from that. Hey, the destruction is soon. And this devil can speak as proud as he wants to, but hey, it's already over. It's already a wrap. But Lord willing, this has been edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chachodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Hey, shalom.